One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Vanderbilt Commodores, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Tar Heels will put total weather and will get started. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And some room to work. Plows through the defense.
The carry goes to a wide receiver. Gain of 4. 2nd down.
Just had a solid pickup on 1st. Now let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. That's caught. It's Stowers. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Back to throw. It's Pavia. Looking to the big tight end. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And that's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. The give from the gun. Not much there. Picks up a couple through the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Lopez to pass. Fires to the wideout. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up 3rd down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
You wonder if there's just a little bit of rust with this offense right now coming off the bye week, right? They just haven't been able to get clicking in this game throwing the football. They're going to have to find that mojo and get back into a rhythm here pretty quickly.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. Turning it on! And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Alexander. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Back to pass, it's Pavia. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The Commodores are moving quickly down the field. Running the red zone, it's Alexander. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Third down coming.
This is a tough one. A third and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Lopez wants to fire. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pressure coming. Stands in and takes the hit. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Vanderbilt offense will take over. First and 10.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. What a play. Not only the interception, return for the score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense, forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem.
That ties the game at 7.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Will take over. First and 10.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure...
Pulls it in down the sideline. There he goes. He's at the touchdown doors. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Number 15.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit as he throws. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion. And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Lopez to pass. Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Brings up second down.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the ground, it's Hall. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
At the 14.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
Offenses that are great on third downs, what do? Most of the time, they keep it in manageable situations where they're not predictable, not just dropping back to pass. They do it here on 3rd and short. They convert. This offense has been so efficient on third downs all throughout this season.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Rushes on him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. Could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Lopez wants to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to SMU. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Trying to burn this defensive back. It's complete. Touchdown, Commodores! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick it off to start the second half. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Lopez to pass. Right down the middle. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be third down.
Well, it's a good route by the wide receiver. He gets to the middle of the field. I think he just took his eyes off the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Tar Heels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads it left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Taking it the other way. running inside the 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
The Commodores trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. He'll take it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Vandy.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Lopez wants to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Under fire! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Hauls it in at the 40. Makes a move. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got to...
Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that. No matter what they do, they're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Second down.
Lopez to pass. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get.